Hey guys, just want to fill you in on a little bit of a trip. We're continuing our voyage north to Penasco. We're going to head over to those islands over there. Go ahead and take a look at those islands. It's way across, way out. I think you can see, if you can see the tip of that mountain. We're going to go over there. Basically, I'll show you where that is here. We started down here. We're going to go there. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is the winds are blowing 20 to 30 knots, which is really, really a strong wind. But out there we were getting rocked and rolled a little bit. Not too bad, it's a big boat, but it's enough that with such a large boat, such range and so much fuel and so much capacity to do whatever I want, I ended up for these hills behind us here. You can see they're beautiful hills. Colored. See how flat the water is here. You can't see it out there so much because we've already transitioned the worst part of it. And up ahead, it's going to be flat as glass. And what I did is I put a chart. I put it here on our chart, the autopilot, the point that's going to put the waves. The waves are going this direction, and so is the wind. So when we get to this point, which is 10 miles ahead of us, I'm going to make that right and head downwind. And look at the bottom, it's dropping off. And that's the plan. And so I'm going to grab the camera here in a minute and just kind of show you the beautiful mountains, the transition of the rough seas. And that's how you kind of keep your passengers from getting seasick and having a wonderful time. So let me grab the camera and I'll show you that. Just stop it, or still going? Still going. When I go outside, I won't be able to talk because it'll be a little windy, but you can see way out there the calmness. The wind is coming from behind us right now. Because of these hills. These hills create a tumbling effect, and the wind comes down and hits here. And by the way, between this range here and way back there, if you look at windy, it shows you a big band of air. And the big band of air ends up here. Some kind of land feature creates that situation. So we're going to go to the flat spot, which you see up ahead. 10 miles in, there'll be no wind. We're going to cut across over to there. Spend a day there. Tomorrow morning we'll make the cross, a 100-mile jump to Penasco. And that'll be concluding the trip on this boat for this season. We'll be heading back to Sweet Pea again after we do some modifications to this boat. That's Isla Mejia over there. Refugio is inside there. It's a huge island. It's one big island. You can see the wind back there. Look at the water. Here we get into this little patch of air. You can see the boat's leaning. It's starboard a little bit. The wind's pushing on so hard. Little white caps out there. You're in a blow, well, you ought to blow right over there. When we used to sail this, you hit these things in the wind, the sail goes over and you start moving like crazy. Then you get to those flat spots out there. You can see them right there, that clear line right there. And the boat would stop. We had the motor, get past that, then get into the next spot. But now, since we're trawlers, you just point and go. You watch your flag on the front do its thing. And remember those days. And look at the bottom. It's all over the place. Okay, so here we We came across from over there during the flat spot. We cut across. Now we're going over to Isla Mejia. It's also known as Refugio. We're about in the middle. We got 8 miles to go to that white rock way out there. But you can see that the seas, there's a little bit of water shaking here. The stabilizers are doing a great job of stabilizing the boat. Let me show you here what's going on. Keeping it pretty stable. I think we're doing 5.5 knots. So the seas are abeam. It's not so bad because it would have been worse had we made the crossing over there. And we'll be in there in a couple, 2-3 hours, anchored, waiting to make the cut across to Peñasco tomorrow. When the winds die, there should be 12 hours of no wind. So all of this should flatten out. Doesn't look like much on the camera because the camera doesn't really show waves very well. But those are about 3-footers. But you can see they're kind of mellow. All kind of dispersed with big and small and what have you. So we're just kind of doing this as we go along. It's not bad. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, the big band of wind was way over there, cuts through there. We came out of it. And now we're shooting across, avoiding the heaviest winds. Peñasco is that way, 100 miles. So here you can see we came along here all the way up to there, then we cut across. We're arriving at 2 o'clock, an hour and 15 minutes to this point right here, which we're going to anchor inside there, and 7.5 miles to go. The water's over 1,700 feet deep. We just pulled into Dorado, which is nice. It's about a 15-pound Dorado. And carved it up and bagged it. It's in the freezer. There's those beautiful painted hills over there. Silla Cortez, a very beautiful place.